Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. So today we'll be cooking kackac or donuts. We'll be needing a bowl, 8 eggs. We'll be needing a whisk. We'll be needing salt. After salt, you'll be using cardamom just to bring out the fragrance of the donuts. Then we'll be using 1 kg of flour. In my case, I'm using ajab. Then you'll be needing chapa mandazi, that's baking powder. Then you'll be needing 2 measuring cups. You'll be needing sugar. You will be needing oil. You will be needing a blender, like to blend all the stuff. Then you'll be needing a spharia and a rolling stick. Then you'll be needing, this is the instrument I use for like measuring. It's so good. Then I'll be using maziwa mala, like that's the like fermented milk, maziwa mala. Then these are the stuff I use for like bring out the shaping instruments. I got them from Isli. Then the next step that you'll be doing, you'll be breaking all the eggs inside the blender. That's the first step you'll be doing. So just try to break them into the blender. And yeah, the 8 eggs, that is, just take it nice and slow. After you've done putting like all the eggs inside the blender, the next thing you'll be doing is that you'll be taking a measuring cup and measuring 2 cups of sugar inside the blender. Just be careful. And if you're too messy like me, ni kawaida. So you just measure like 2 cups of sugar inside the blender. The first thing you'll be doing is that you'll be blending. You'll be putting both the eggs and the sugar together. Then you blend them together. That's the first step you do. Oops, tulienda tukimwaga sukari, but though it's okay. Then you put it inside the blender. So that's when now you blend it both together. The next step, you'll put oil. You'll measure 1 full cup of oil. Then try to like heat it up, just warm it up. Don't boil the oil because it's gonna ripen the eggs, which is not good. So just try to warm it up just a little bit. Just be careful. After the mixture is already like blended in, you put them into a bowl. Just make sure it has smoothened. Then you will take your oil. Just be careful as you're putting the oil into the mixture. Then try to go like in a circular manner. Just go round, and round. After that, you will take your cardamoms. The purpose of the cardamoms is to bring the fragrance. Just stir it a little bit. Then after that, you'll just put your cardamoms. The smell after you put your cardamoms, oh, it's just so good. I love cardamoms. After that, you will take your maziwa mala. That's like fermented milk. Then you just chop it the neck of it. Then you put it inside the mixture. The function of fermented milk or maziwa mala, or you can put yogurt, is just like to bring taste of the whole donut or kackac. So that's the function of it. Just be careful. Put all of it inside the mixture. After you've already done that, the next step you will do is that you will just try to stir it gently. Then the next step is that you will take your 1 kg of flour. Then it depends with the amount of donuts you want to make. So in my case, I'll be using like 1 kg. Then you put it inside the mixture. The next step you'll do is that you'll take your baking powder or chapa mandazi. Chapa mandazi is the brand, actually. It's called a baking powder. Okay. You'll take your baking powder, measure 1 full spoon of the baking powder. In my case, I'm using these measuring cups. So my measuring cups is like I'm using half of the tablespoon. So I'll be putting 2 of the half tablespoons. The function of the baking powder is just to bring to help rise the dough of the donuts. So after you've already put both of them, you will try to mix first the baking powder and the flour. Then after that, now go into a circular manner, trying to mix your ingredients all in. Try to mix it all up. Make sure your hand is clean. Usiumize watu tumbo tafadhali. Just try to mix it until like it becomes like such that it doesn't get stuck on your hand. Try all your best you can. Try to remove from the sides from your hand. It will be sticky. Like try to add a little more of flour onto the sides. Then go into a circular manner, removing the flour from the bowl first and from your hand. If the flour is not like it has not become stiff, then the next step is that I put a little bit of oil and it's time to roll. Clean your table and try to put oil into your table, because I cannot use flour. It's gonna burn the donuts as I'm cooking. So try to like put oil, not too much, and try to roll it. Try to put even a little bit of oil onto your stick so that it doesn't get like sticky. Then try to roll it. Just roll it until it becomes like circular or circular shaped. Try your best. Then after you've already done that, bring your tray, put a little bit of oil so that it doesn't get stuck. It doesn't get stuck onto your tray. After you've already done that, you'll take your instruments for shaping it. My favorite shape is like a star, so I just picked the star. You put a little bit of oil, then you try to stick it inside the dough. Just put it, then after you already put it, just try to like apply pressure on it, then it will gonna turn out great. You can put in any shape you want. That's the favorite thing about like cooking. You get to decide whatever you want to do. After you've already done that, try to pick all the star-shaped donuts and put them on a tray. Just be gentle, because if you try to like remove all of them vigorously, it's gonna like haitakuwa mzuri. So after you've already done that, the next step is that you will put your oil. After you already put your oil on your fire, try not to get the oil boiled too much or too little. Too much is gonna burn your donuts, and too little is gonna suck the oil in. Same to the fire. Don't get it the fire to be little or not too much. After you've already done that, try to be careful. Just try to taste the oil with one donut. Be careful as you're trying to dip it inside the oil. In my case, like the oil is good. It has become the way I wanted it to be. Try to be careful, please. So after you've already done that, you'll wait for them to become like brown. Flip them into the other side, and after you've already flipped them to the other side, try like to get the donuts to imagine. I've never done this. my mom just told me, why didn't you try cooking it? I was like, oh, I don't know how to cook it. How am I supposed to cook it? She was like, just give it a try. And I was surprised, like, how. I was so surprised. After I've already done that, I was so happy to see this. Then just put it in a plate, then have your tester. In my case, my sister is always my tester, the Moon Empire, my always and one supporter.
Hear me out, okay? Open a bakery and let me invest. I've been telling you this!